Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right. Thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. This is Happy English Podcast, episode 472. 3 phrases with better. I'm sure that you guys know the word better is the comparative form of good. You know, good, better, best. Well, we have a number of different phrases in English that use the word better. So, for today's English lesson, let's check them out. Here's one quick thing before we get started, and no, I'm not trying to sell something here. If you like this podcast, I'm sure you will love my YouTube channel too. Yes, that's right. I have a YouTube channel too, and right now, my YouTube channel has a little less than 7,000 subscribers. But I'm really hoping to reach 50,000 subscribers this year. Can you help me and subscribe to my YouTube channel? All you need to do is go to YouTube and look for Happy English NY. Thank you so much for your support. Now, on to today's lesson. First of all, we use the phrase had better. Had better is generally used in English to give a warning. Let me give you an example. If it's a cold day and you have just taken a shower, before you go outside, you had better dry your hair. You had better dry your hair before you go outside, because if you don't, you might catch a cold. So, had better is used to give someone a warning. If you don't do that thing, something bad might happen. Here are some other examples. The doctor told Joe that his health is at risk. He had better stop smoking. You have an important exam tomorrow? You had better study for it if you want to get a good grade. Here is one more important point about had better. Sometimes I hear people say, you had better, followed by the preposition to, like, you had better to study for the exam. But using to is actually not correct. You had better study for the exam. I think the confusion here comes from the fact that we do use the phrase, it's better to, and that's our next point. We use the phrase, it's better to, when we want to give someone a suggestion. The grammar is, it's better to, followed by a base verb. For example, if you want to travel from Times Square to the World Trade Center during rush hour, it's better to take a subway than a bus. It's better to take a subway. This means taking a subway is better than taking the bus. Here are some other examples. The oyster bar serves steak as well as seafood, but since it's the oyster bar, I think it's better to order fish. The weather forecast said we're going to have snow tomorrow, so I think it's better to stay home and work from home than it is to drive to the office. In a similar way, we use the phrase be better off to give someone a suggestion. The grammar is would be better off followed by an ing verb. For example, if you want to travel from Times Square to the World Trade Center during rush hour, you would be better off taking a subway than a bus. You would be better off taking a subway than the bus. This also means that taking a subway is better than taking a bus. Here are some other examples. This is a seafood restaurant, and even though they have steaks on the menu, I think you're better off ordering fish. Since it's going to snow tomorrow, I think I'm better off working from home than trying to drive to the office. Well, that's our English lesson for today. If you want to read the examples in this lesson or get word-for-word transcripts of the Happy English podcast, just visit myhappyenglish.com and check lesson 472. And by the way, podcast transcripts up until this lesson will be available in just a couple of weeks. Thanks for your patience. And thanks for studying. And I'll see you next time at Happy English.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.